Hi, I'm Pete from Project Heaven Restoration, and today I'm going to take you through our rapid butt making technique. So for our rapid butt making technique, this is something we developed ourselves. We start off by scanning the vehicle with a 3D scanner. We then create a 3D model from that scan. The 3D model is then cut up into segments, and those segments are then cut out on the CNC plasma cutting machine. All of those segments are then welded together to create a finished buck made of steel, which is very durable, of course, and you can work on. And that finished article is behind me here. So let's take you through the process. Okay, so first things first, get the car in the workshop, and you've got to make the surface of the wing or whatever part of the car it is you're scanning dull. It doesn't really want to be reflective. If it's reflective, the 3D scanner will get a bit upset and it won't give you a very good image. So we're using this Creality scanner with our laptop. If we start the scan, right, now it's calibrated, now we're actually scanning. So what we've got to do is slowly move the scanner around the vehicle. It'll tell you if it gets lost. So if you move it quickly, it will get lost and it will freeze. But you slowly move it around, up and down, until it fills in all the missing parts of the scan. So when the 3D scan is complete, we then export that to some CAD modeling software. In the CAD modeling software, we'll normally put a flat back on the scan so that it's got a datum point when you're welding the whole thing together. And we'll remove any strange objects or anything that wasn't meant to be scanned and that we don't want to be in the buck. After that process is complete, then we put it into a piece of software called Slicer, which slices it up into sections that we can then put onto the plasma cutting machine, the CNC plasma cutting machine, and that will cut us out effectively a flat pack version of the buck, which we can then weld together. Okay, so in Slicer, you can see that it automatically slices the object, but here we've got it the wrong way around. We want it to be sliced like dead on so that you can work the panel. So Ed's now going to change the way it's been sliced. So now that we're happy that we've got the slices in the right orientation, the next thing is to lay them all out as one large DXF file that we can send to the CNC plasma cutter. Now we're over on the CNC plasma cutter. Ed's got the DXF loaded up, well, one of them anyway. This is only half of the objects we need to cut out. So we're going to send that to the plasma cutter now and start chopping them out. All right, here we are with the finished article. Ed has finished welding it all together. He's just added a wired edge here, so he's got something to work to for the lip for the wheel arch. And if I give my glamorous assistant this, he can show you the piece he's made and how well it fits. There you go.
Here's one I made earlier.
As you can see, the panel that he's already made is fitting quite nicely. Ed is now going to take you through the process of using the buck to make the finished panel.
Because the buck's quite large, the wing's quite long, it's a lot of material to be working all at one time. So what I've done is I've broken up the buck essentially into 3 sections, so it's easily manageable on the English wheel and the shop bag for shaping it. So I've focused on above the wheel arch here where it's flared, and then that can be all done in one piece to the right profile. So I've got a lot smaller area to concentrate on. And then once I've got all 3 pieces lined up nicely. I can weld them all together and then keep laying it on top of the buck to make sure that I've kept the shape correct all the way along.
Okay, so this is a really good technique that we've developed here, and you can use it on any vehicle. It doesn't matter what it is. The really good thing about it is it's so rapid and it saves so much time and money, and we can pass that saving on to the customer. So yeah, we're pretty pleased with the results.